Marvel had never barked. Not once in 2 years. He didn't care about the neighbor's golden retriever passing by at the same time every day. He ignored the delivery guy at the door. Once, a man in the park walked straight toward him. Marvel simply stepped aside, looked at him, and moved on. So the first time he barked, I didn't even need to look to know something was wrong. But we'll get to that. It's hard to explain how I found him, because it was such an ordinary thing, really. An ordinary day, an ordinary afternoon. Then our eyes met, and something just clicked into place. I don't know how else to describe it. Sometimes you walk into a place and feel, this is where I'm supposed to be. It was like that. 30 seconds had passed when I whispered, I love you, out loud, to a dog. I wasn't even embarrassed. Like most Huskies, he had that sharp, assessing stare. But with Marvel, it was different. It was like he was actually thinking. On walks, he would stop, lift his nose into the air, and just wait. The best way I can explain it is this. He was weighing something in his head, then making a decision. No rush. He was like that at the dog park too. When two dogs started getting tense, that quiet, tightening moment when everyone is waiting for it to happen. Marvel would step between them. No barking, no teeth. He would just stand there and wait for the moment to pass. I didn't teach him that. Nobody did. That was just who he was. For almost 2 years, it was just the two of us, and somewhere in that time, something happened. I don't even know exactly when I noticed it. We became each other's anchor. No matter how much he ran at the park, no matter how far he went, he always turned back to look at me, as if he were asking, "You still there?" I always was. Then our daughter was born. The first week, our home felt completely different. A new smell, a new sound, a new energy. Marvel stood in the doorway and watched. He didn't push, didn't crowd her, didn't get in the way. He just watched. On the 4th day, he moved into the hallway. By the 10th day, he was in the room. It was his decision, on his own timing. My daughter is 14 months old now. Toy boundaries don't really exist in our house anymore. Marvel's rope is in her mouth, her stacking rings are in his bed. Nobody objects. Apparently, they worked it out. And then came that moment. We were walking with the stroller. I was looking at my phone, just for a second. A stranger came too close, before I even noticed. Marvel barked, once, one single sound. It was so clear, so intentional, that something caught in my chest. The stranger stopped where he was. Marvel took one step forward. Then it was over, and he went right back to the side of the stroller like nothing had happened. I just stood there. He had been saving it for 2 years, that sound, for that moment. Sometimes a person or an animal spends years as the quietest presence in the room, without making anything of it. And then one moment comes, just one moment. And you understand why they had been so quiet for so long. Good boy, Marvel. You knew all along. What do you think about this story? Do you have memories like this too?